guys, it's Julia. If you're wondering, this is not dirt on my face. It is, in fact, makeup. Why do I have fake dirt on my face and a bow on my back, you ask? Why, thank you for asking, random stranger. I was just getting to that. It's because Halloween is approaching, and I intend to be very ready for it. So this is, in fact, my costume that I am going in this year. And anybody who can tell me who I am earns bragging rights. I don't know. It's not like I'm some big radio company. Guess this and you get a prize. Yeah, I don't do that. But this right here, if you can see that, right there, then that is a big, huge clue. If you know what this is, then obviously you know who I am. Because if you know what this is, and you see the bow on my back, and my hair is braided, then it's pretty clear who I am. And if you know what this is and don't know who I am, then you're an idiot. So, yep. So yeah, I got my combat boots right here. See? Got my combat boots and makeup on my pants. I don't know how I did that. And the dirt on my face. And the pin on my jacket. And my bow. And I need to make some arrows to put in a quiver. And my black t-shirt. My braid. So I am all set for this Halloween. It's gonna be awesome. Although I may get some weird looks at the Sweet Potato Festival. But as long as I have the bow and arrow with me, it's pretty obvious that it's all a costume, so. Unless I'm some random person carrying a bow and arrow for no particular reason, which nobody actually does that, so yeah. I've been working on a fan fiction. It is a Doctor Who fan fiction, and I thought that I would read some in this video log. God, these boots are hard to walk in. Let's see. Okay. God, these are annoying. I am definitely doing no running in these boots. I might have to get some different ones. So, this is a rough draft. So just kind of bear with me here. If it sounds crappy, that's why. Okay, so here we go. My name is Alyssa. Alyssa Ann McGee. This is the story of how I met the Doctor. Oh, yeah. I met him once. Amy, too. You probably think I'm crazy, that I should be admitted to a nut house. You think Doctor Who is a fictional TV show, that the Doctor is played by a perfectly normal, perfectly un-Time Lord actor. Wrong. Oh, you are so wrong. Confused yet? Trust me, it's even more confusing when you live it. Believe me, there was much pinching involved before I believed that it was real myself. It was early August. August 7th, to be exact. I'm never going to forget that date. In the show, the mid-series finale had left Whovians everywhere hanging. The wait was almost over, of course. The series would be returning later that month. In the miserable world of reality, I faced the usual stress of everyday teenage life. It was almost that time of year again. That's right, back to school. Every kid's nightmare. Top of that, I was going to be a freshman. New school, new friends, new life. Anyway, back to the story. Now, I'm not going to lie and say that what happened next changed my life forever. That'd be a bit cliche. But it sure as heck changed my appreciation for it. Chapter 1. An Unexpected Lawn Ornament. Come on, Scout. I gently coaxed the white blonde puppy out the front door. When he was far enough out, I latched the screen. Well, I can't talk today, sorry. I closed the screen door behind him. It latched with a click. Scout trotted down the steps, then sniffed around a bit as I took in the oh-so-familiar front yard. Night blanketed the yard, cloaking it in darkness and coaxing shadows from their daytime residents. The Scout bounced around the yard. I sat on the hood of the battered red Corolla our aunt was loaning us while my dad and brother were camping. An uneasy feeling crept over me. ignoring it. I leaned back against the windshield. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling I was being watched. That's all I have right about now, but I pretty much know what's gonna happen. Alyssa is, well, as the name of the chapter suggests, she's going to get a new lawn ornament. A really, really big lawn ornament. I mean, like, the size of a police box. Hint, hint. For all you doofuses out there who didn't get it. So, yeah, it's going to appear on her front lawn. Good God, is she in for a surprise. So, oh, another thing about Doctor Who. I had this really, really, really good idea for a fan fiction. Any of you who have ever seen the episode of Doctor Who called Fear Her? I was thinking, what if the 11th Doctor landed in 2012 while the 10th Doctor was still there with Rose? And he realized it too late. The 10th Doctor accidentally took the future TARDIS, and the 11th Doctor had to use his old TARDIS, had to use the old version of the TARDIS, and it created this huge paradox. That'd be so awesome. So, if that made any sense, but I thought it'd be awesome. So, because I was thinking, when he stepped out of the TARDIS in this fanfiction, if he asks Alyssa, you know, when are they? When and where? Then she says 2011, and he says something like, good, we're a year early. And, of course, Amy doesn't get it. She wasn't with him at the time. It was Rose. And, but, you know, they think nothing of it, and blah, blah, blah. Life goes on. And, you know, what would have happened if they'd been a year later? So, it's going to be awesome, hopefully. And it won't turn out so bad that I would cry just reading it. No, seriously, I wrote an entire book once, and then a year later I read it, and it was so bad. It was terrible. I just scrapped the whole thing. I hate it. And my dad's like, are you ever going to do that book? And I'm like, no, it was so bad. So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, my dad keeps asking, hey, do you want to get that book published? I'm like, no. Never. It's so bad. It's like the worst thing I've ever written. I hate it. Like, any of you are writers, then you know what it's like reading your past work, and it being so bad, you're like, oh my god, I can't believe I wrote this. And that's what it's like. It is so, so bad. It's like the least original thing ever. And like, there's big events all over the place. So it goes big event, big event, big event, big event, and then you don't even know what's happening. Like, something big happens, then they travel a bit. And something else big happens, and they travel a bit. And something else, like, ginormous happens, and then they have to travel backwards. And then it makes no sense. It's so stupid. And, there's, like, no plot to it. It's very bad. I really, really don't like it. There's no climax in the story, and there's no leading up to it and then bringing down from it. It's just bomb, like plot bomb, plot bomb, plot bomb. And it was so stupid. I hated it. I hated every second of reading it over. Like, at the time, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be an awesome book. And then later, I reread it, and it was really, really bad. Like, I'm like, oh my god, I never want anybody to read this. It's so bad. It's storming right now, outside, again. And Yeah. I was watching the news earlier when it was talking about it going to be storming, and apparently we have a town here. It's Blackjack. We have a town called Blackjack in our state. Really? I mean, who named that town? Was he an avid gambler? I mean, that makes no sense. Apparently, we also have a town called Tickbite. Yes, we have a town called Tickbite in North Carolina. That is about as country as you can get. That is sad. Good Lord. What else? Oh, I bought The Life of Pi, so I gotta read that. It's P-I, not P-I-E, so in case you're wondering about that. Yeah. I can't think of anything else to say. I'm reading, by the way,